We are live on the Geelong zone. It is Sheffield Shield Day. Victoria just came out to bat. 5 for 108, 96 runs to win. Todd Murphy on strike. So Todd Murphy and Mitch Perry at the crease as night watchman. Should be a good day. That's a good shot by Mitch Perry. That's 4. Wow, that's 4 by Mitch Perry. 92 to win. Fuck, 84 to win. 84 to win. Don't like. So these are not even batsmen. These are tail enders. These are night watchmen protecting Ollie Peake, Ferguson, O'Neill, and Sutherland. So there's a lot of batting to come. There's a lot of batting to come. However, we've shown it is very hard to start. Very hard. So hopefully we can knock off these two, get in Peake, and knock him over early. So it's there to be won for South Australia. It's an extended session. So there's a good chance that this is the last session of the game. So lunch is supposed to go till 12 o'clock. It is 9:30 local time. So that's a 2.5 hour session to get 80 for a run. So this most likely will be the last session of the game, of the series, of the season. So Liam Scott will bowl. Pitch. Remember, it looks a day 5 pitch, but because it's been raining for 2.5 days, it's probably still only a late day 3, day 4 pitch. So the pitch actually is pretty good, but we've seen that it's hard to start on. It's very hard to start on, and it's not a pitch where you can relax. Peter Hanscom and Marcus Harris fell late for the last 3 overs of the game, which helped South Australia. So it's not a pitch where you can relax. There is runs there, but there's also wickets there. So I think it's an even pitch. It's a good bounce by Liam Scott. Bit of bounce there by Liam Scott. Murphy 0 on 11. Perry's pretty dangerous. He's a tail ender, Perry. So is Murphy, but Perry's dangerous. He's already on 9. See, ideally, if Perry hits 20. If Murphy hits 10, that's 30 runs there. That means there's only 50 runs between Ferguson, O'Neill, Ollie Peake, and Sutherland. So they're dangerous. These two. That's too dangerous. Probably Murphy's not as good as a batsman. And there's an edge there. Just as I say that, there's an edge to the keeper. And Todd Murphy does go. Just as I said that, Todd Murphy does go. I wish that was Mitch Perry, but it's 6 down. And Liam Scott has picked up 2 wickets. So Todd Murphy goes for a duck. Outside off, just seemed away. There's still a little bit of seam movement. There was really no footwork there by Todd Murphy. And he leaves. So in comes the dangerous Ollie Peak. Ollie Peak. So technically, the Redbacks are 4 wickets away, but all their 4 wickets are all-rounders. Well, Ollie Peak's on an all-rounder. He's a legitimate batsman. So O'Neill, just made a 50. Sutherland just made a 30. So if they do that this innings, they win the game. So, but a lot's going to rest on this man here, Ollie Peak. This is the wicket we need. So the 6 down doesn't mean anything because the tail enders were night watchmen. So you still got your last main batsman left and 2 all-rounders. Look at that by Ollie Peak. Straightforward defence at the middle of the bat. And Scott Boland, of course. So 84 to win. Oh, squared him up. Are you Australian, mate? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am Australian. I'm South Australian, if you want to be precise. So a bowler, Nathan McAndrew, comes in. McAndrew bowls. It's a good shot by Mitch Perry, but straight to the fielder. If there's seam in the pitch, McAndrew will find it. He will find seam on this pitch. It's a shame Australians don't watch cricket like they don't know Ricky Ponting or Pat Cummins. Yeah, well, yeah, it's a bit disappointing, but it's all because of the Big Bash, isn't it? T20 cricket. It's all because of T20 cricket. Oh, LBW shout, but that's way outside the line. Yeah, well, I don't watch T20, so I only watch Test matches and Shield cricket. So if you're looking for any IPL, VV, or any PSL or Big Bash, this is not the channel for you. In fact, this will probably be the last cricket stream on this channel for a while, because it's the last. There's no more domestic Australia cricket after this until October. So we will just go back to the footy season, won't we? The crowds do, yeah. They only seem to go McAndrew. Good bowling, McAndrew. Yeah, they only go to the Big Bash games. Well, there's good crowd in. There's been in the Shield final here over the last 5 days. There's been a good crowd. So there's probably been about 8,000 people, 7,000 people. So combined over the 5 days, which is not too bad. That's not too bad for a final. Today is, if you are in Victoria and you are watching this in Victoria, the game is for free. You can turn up to the game for free. You don't have to pay, which is pretty good for the last day. Unlike they did I went to the Shield final last year when it was at the Carlton Oval in Adelaide. Beats the edge. Good bowling, McAndrew. So I went to the Shield final. I went all 5 days last year, and I paid $50, $10 a day. So today it's for free. There might only be there might only be one session for today. I don't think there'll be a second session because this is an extended session. And also, if there is 20 runs needed or 9 wickets, they will extend that by another half an hour. So this will most likely be the last session of the Sheffield Shield season. Test cricket is pure magic. Test cricket is a story. So, McAndrew comes in. That's a good shout for LBW's given. Mitch Perry goes. Oh, we're going to check the foot here. He's had problems with the foot, McAndrew. You got to be kidding me. That's fine. That is all good. Oh, yeah, it's all right. It's okay. It's all right. So Mitch Perry goes. McAndrew's pumped up. 7 down. So the night watchman goes. Oh, I tell you what, that looks going down for me. That looks going down. That looks going down. But when you walk across like that, the umpire gives you every reason to give you out. It's like leaving a ball outside off stump. If you leave that ball and the ball comes in, the umpire gives you every chance to give you out. Now, this is the partnership. This is the partnership. Ferguson O'Neill. I'll tell you what, Ferguson O'Neill, if he gets a 30 or 40 here and they win the game, my God, he will be playing in that test series against Bangladesh. There's no certain about it. But this is the partnership. This is the partnership that we want. What are you watching? Are these the domestic? This is the domestic This is the domestic final, the domestic Sheffield Shield final. I thought I was clear on that in the thumbnail, but apparently not. So yeah, this is the Sheffield Shield final between South Australia and Victoria. The original cricket rivalry that was lasted over 100 years. Ooh, look, going down. So Liam Scott comes in. So O'Neill hit 50 in the first innings, so he does that this innings, they win. So do you think any of these players can make a national team? I'll tell you what, Ollie O'Neill is if O'Neill gets him the victory here, he has every chance to play against Bangladesh in August in the Test series. Every chance. Especially if Cricket Australia rest. If they rest certain players, like Stark, Cummins won't play in that series. With the South Africa series, like pretty much close to that series, I doubt Stark will play. I doubt Boland will play. So O'Neill is every chance a seam bowler, right arm seam bowler. It's good bowling by Liam Scott. Stark got an injury too. That I think that's for the IPL. So that is little consolation to me. That doesn't matter to me. As long as they're available for the Test series, it doesn't matter. It's good defence by Pete. It's good bowling by Liam Scott. It's good defence by Ollie Peake. Ollie Peake's a young up-and-coming player. Plays cricket for the under-19 Australia. He just recently played in the under-19 World Cup, Ollie Peake. So his white ball ability is very good, but the question is, can he do it on the red ball game? He hasn't had the best Sheffield Shield season, Ollie Peak. For all that hype, he has not had the best season. So maybe red ball cricket's not for him, but we'll see. Maybe he'll make a 50 here and they'll win. It's good bowling. Good bowling. Oh, beats the edge. Well bowled, Liam Scott. Liam Scott is the Sheffield Shield player of the season, the all-rounder. It's good bowling. McAndrew. Oh, it's a good shot there by Neil. They'll pick up two. Oh, they don't. There's a mix-up in the middle. Gets back. Well, that should have been two. Almost run themselves out. But it's okay. It's okay. So O'Neill wanted two. No, O'Neill wasn't sure there. O'Neill wasn't so sure. But they still pick up a single. That's all right. Scott Boland is pretty underrated. Well, he's playing in this. He's playing in this game. He'll be batting at number 11 in this game. He was on a hat trick earlier yesterday. And looked like. No, it's a bad ball, McAndrew. That's four. 4 to Ollie Peak. That's not a good ball by McAndrew. Well, that's not a good shot by. Sorry, not a good ball by McAndrew. Just too full, too straight. Lovely straight drive for 4. Scott Boland, yes, he is playing. He had a hat trick. He was on a hat trick, Scott Boland, in this game. Alex Carey negated that hat trick. With Alex Carey, made a fantastic 100 yesterday. So he doesn't make that 100. Victoria win this game. So that's a good leaf by Ollie Peak. So we do have test players playing in this game. Scott Boland, Alex Carey. We've got Peter Hanscom, who's played test cricket for Australia. Marcus Harris, who's played test cricket for Australia. We would have had Brendan Doggett, who just played in the Ashes, but he's injured, so he would have played in this game as well. Travis Head is not available, which is a very disappointing thing. McAndrew, nice and full. Good shot again by Peak, but straight to the fielder. Travis Head not available, which is very disappointing. Very disappointing with Travis Head picking IPL over state cricket. That's very disappointing. Because Carey said no. He said no to the, what's the other one, the PSL. He said no to that. I'm going to play Shield cricket. And, well, he is 4 wickets away for a back-to-back title, Alex Carey. And it's a shame Travis Head won't do that same thing. Nathan McSweeney also playing in this game. So there were test stars or test players everywhere in this game. Oh, Ollie Peak cuts, and that wasn't there to cut. Gets away with it. He likes cutting. He's a very good cutter of the ball, Ollie Peake. It's one of his favourite shots. Yeah, footwork went nowhere near. No footwork. So, yeah, 7 down. But remember, we've had 2 night watchmen. So the rest are all... Ollie Peake's the only last known batsman. O'Neill is an all-rounder. Sutherland is an all-rounder. So there's plenty of batting to come. They are not tail-enders. Oh, McAndrew too full again, but straight to the fielder. Peake would be unhappy with that. So would not be happy with that. That was a foregone begging there. So yeah, plenty of batting to come. Ferguson O'Neill hit a 50 in the first inning, so he's not a tail-ender. He's a legitimate bowling all-rounder. So an all-rounder that's averaging 40 this year with the bat and under 20 with the ball. So Scott will continue. This is the partnership, whether it's Peake or O'Neill, this has to be broken. Alex Carey up to the stumps, to the seamer, to keep O'Neill in his crease. Good shot, straight to the fielder though. And so O'Neill playing that on the rise. It's very risky. It was good. It's good footwork though. Good batting position. His head nice and still. Well, I've got 80 to win. It's actually not. It's 79. That's a good shot. Good drive by O'Neill. They'll pick up runs here. Just touch 4 by Liam Scott. And they'll get 3 here. Yep, they'll run 3 there. Good shot by O'Neill. So Liam Scott just over pitching. Sorry. Carey goes back. He goes back to his normal position because Peake is on strike. Peake's advances and Carey's taking a wonderful catch. Fantastic catch by Alex Carey. Diving to his right and dived very low. And Ollie Peake is gone, which is what we wanted. Brilliant by Alex Carey. Absolutely great wicket keeping. He had to dive to his right. It died low. We are going to check the catch though. We will check it, but for me, from this angle, there's no problems with that catch. There's no problems. Oh, no. I think this is a no ball. I think this is a no ball. I think that's a no ball, guys. That looks a no ball to me. Oh, no doubt about the catch. Absolutely fantastic by Alex Carey, but I think that's a no ball. It's a no ball. That's a no ball. We're looking at it one more time. That looks a no ball to me. See, the problem is the bat of Ollie is in the way. So, but it looks like a no ball. Oh, he's giving it. He's actually giving it. Wow, oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. That looked no part of that foot went behind that line. I am not sure about that. I am not sure about that. I think he's very harshly done there, Ollie Pete. Well, they've confirmed it, but I'm not from that replay. That looked like there was no part of that foot over that line. The problem is, see, this is a final. This is a Shield final. Why is there no? So, looking at that front foot, that looks a no ball to me. The problem is Fergus O'Neill's bat is near the line, so it's interfering. So this is a Shield final. Why is there not another replay on the other side? But that looks like a no ball to me. I think we've absolutely got away with that one there. I don't think there's any part of that foot behind that line from the replay that we're seeing. I think Ollie Peake is extremely unlucky. So here it is. He's gotten. It's very hard to tell because of Fergus O'Neill's bat against the line. But from that angle, there does not look like there's any foot behind that line. That should have been a no ball. But there's no DRS in the Sheffield Shield final, which is strange. And there's no second replay. And that's a good shot there by Ferguson O'Neill. And that's 4. So 72 to win. That is a very controversial moment. I'd like in the Ranji Trophy, in the Indian domestic final, the Ranji Trophy final, they have DRS. Why have we got no DRS in this final? Because the replay we just saw looked like there was foot not behind that line. But we are South Australia. Well, this broadcast is South Australian, so I don't care. But why is there no other replay on the other side of the line? So McAndrew comes in. Seven, 8 down. So this is the last recognised putting partnership before Boland comes in. But we have to say this once again. Ollie Peake's failed. Take out the no ball. He's failed again in red ball cricket. So maybe red ball cricket is not his thing. Maybe he's not good enough for red ball cricket. Oh, just short. Just short. Well, this will definitely be the last session. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. This will be the last session. It might be the last hour. Because I think if one of these two get out and Boland comes in, I reckon they'll just swing and see how far they get. It's a good shot by O'Neill. That might be 4 as well. Just short. The run. They only ran 2 there, did they? They'll take the 2. So 70 to win. So these are 2 all-rounders here at the crease. The score doesn't matter. We know the score. All right, we don't need to put the score up down because the score's irrelevant. So they just need 70 to win. There's Victoria 8 down, so there's a little bit of reducing the scoreboard. Good defence by Sutherland. Thirty minutes into the stream already. 30 minutes. It goes by quick, doesn't it? It goes by quick. Oh, leading edge, but there's no short mid wicket. It's the end of the over. I'm just looking at the 3 wickets here. No doubt about the first 2. It's the last one. It's the Ollie Peake decision that is a little bit concerning. So it looked like his foot wasn't over the line. Ferguson O'Neill's bat was between the line and the foot, so you couldn't really see. But from the angle we saw, there was no foot behind the line, and there's no other angle on the other side. So a little bit of controversy there. So Liam Scott will continue. And that is 69 to win, not 70. Fitzbastard said we're screwed. You're damn right you are. No, actually, I won't say that. I actually won't say that because I knew when Sutherland are more than capable. There's a leading edge. That will be a single. So if Ferguson gets 40 and Sutherland gets 30, which they did in the last innings, well, I knew hit 50. Game over. Victoria win. So we won't say that. 68 to win. But back to the technology. If you can use DRS, if the Indian Domestic League in the Ranji Trophy final can use DRS, why can we not use DRS in a Shield final? That does not make sense. We can use it in the Big Bash, but we can't use it in the final. Thought it would be a close game. It's been a really good shot, Sutherland, but straight to the fielder. Did you actually go to this game? Did you go yesterday, Fitzbastard? Yeah, good. See, what the South Australian bowlers are doing is that they're pitching it up. So if they're going to go for runs, so be it, but they know they're going to be in the game. So it's good. It's good attacking bowling. It's brave. Oh, good take by Alex Carey. Just beats the batter Sutherland. No, got to save my yeah. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. Good luck for me when I have to drive an hour each day to gather round from next Tuesday to so next Wednesday to next Sunday every single day. 1.5 hour drive. Good luck for me with that one. Good shot, Sutherland. They'll pick up a single. Oh, that's got to hurt. They've pitched the ball up. They've pitched the ball up. So they're saying, you know what? If we get it wrong, you can hit us for 4, but we're going to take wickets. Is what they've done. So That's what they've done. Oh, it's really only been down to one man, isn't it? It's been Alex Carey. See, he got an offer from the PSL. He was offered to play in the PSL. And Carey says, not a chance in the world. I'm not playing that shit. I'm going to play Shield. I'm going to do what I did last year. I'm going to win the Shield. Made 100 in last year's final. I went to that. I was there all 5 days. And then he's done it again. And I honestly thought, I've honestly thought both captain, that was before the start of play, both captains are in a conversation with each other with the umpire there. Not sure what that was about. But Kerry said, "No, stuff you. I'm going to win back-to-back Shields in his hundreds." Mick Andrew, man, no, for me, Kerry has to be Kerry. Has to be. You don't make the 100. Victoria win. He don't make 50. Victoria win. Well, we'll see if they get down to 50. But if he doesn't even make half of his score, we don't win. So change of bowling. Henry Thornton, pocket rocket, skiddy bowler. So, McAndrew's been very good with the ball, extremely good, but Alex Carey don't make that half of his runs. Victoria win. What's the lead? The 67 a win. So there you go. 60 said 69. 67 to win. So if Carey doesn't make even a 50, Victoria win. So has to be Carey, and I'd even give it to Ferguson O'Neill before McAndrew. They both made 50s, didn't they? They both made runs and they're taking wickets. But at this point, he did have like one end, but it's Carey for me. It's Carey for me. Mind you, O'Neill can be a late merger. He can win this man. If he gets a 50 here, O'Neill, and they win the Shield, he will win man of the match. So it's in his hands. Oh, good bowling. Good bowling. But they get a run there. So don't count out O'Neill just yet. Agreed. There's more than just a Shield for O'Neill. I'll tell you what, if he gets him home with another 50, well, he doesn't even need 50. He just probably needs a 40 or 30. But if he gets them home, I don't think that not only he will win man of the match, but he'll get on that trip to Bangladesh. Well, not trip to Bangladesh. They're playing at home, but he'll get in that Test series against Bangladesh in August. There's nothing more certain. It's a no ball, so 65. But this is the partnership, and this is the last known partnership. That's a big no ball there. Just a bit too straight, Thornton. Just a bit too straight. He's a bit wild. He can spray them. And that's another single. Yeah, he gets 30. He doesn't need 50. He doesn't need 50. What really hurt is losing Hanscom and Harris on the last 3 overs. And they were poor shots, by the way. I made a tweet about that. I said Harris probably just cost Victoria the Shield with that shot, and so did Hanscom. They were very poor shots. Yes, they were there to be hit, but the last few overs of the day, sometimes you just got to bite your lip. Because McAndrew spell's finished, Liam Scott's spell's finished, so you're into the second bowlers here. If you had Harris or Hanscom there, it'd be almost like 90-10, the Vinvis to Victoria. So that did help. Gone! Sutherland gone! Thornton with an inside edge to first slip. Yeah, and it's 9 down. 9 down. And that's probably game over. That's the last recognised batsman. Oh, we're gonna check the no ball here. I swear to God, if this gets, no, there's no bat interference there, so that's good. It's fine. We already had one controversial decision with the front foot early this morning. Oh no, they're not champions yet. They're 9 down. I've already got that in. Not yet. So Scott Boland. Yeah, I tell you what, if he gets them home, they will build a statue. So they were absolutely motoring. O'Neill, it's very hard for O'Neill as well because he's had a ripper game, O'Neill, and he's right there for Test selection. So what does he do? Does he just swing? You can't do what Kerry and McAndrew did because Boland's not that type of batsman. He's not. I'm sure he can hang around for 2-3 overs, but he's not going to get you there. So I think O'Neill's best chance is just to swing from first ball. See what happens. It's not like it's 30 to win, so it's 60. You might as well have a swing. It's a good ball. In fact, what I'll do, I think it's irrelevant now. I think that's irrelevant. Victoria 9 down. I'll bring up the scorecard if O'Neill goes nuts. I'll bring the scoreboard back. Scott comes in. Good shot by O'Neill. There's no single there. See, I think you take the single. But losing Harris, it came from nowhere. It came from absolute nowhere, Harris and Hanscom. They were motoring. They were absolutely motoring. O'Neill, big shot through the covers. They'll pick up 2. They were motoring Victoria. The win vis was 90%. Victoria, 10% South Australia. They were in all sorts of trouble with South Australia. The ball wasn't seaming. McAndrew looked tired. His pace went down later in the game, and it was the same shot, wasn't it? It was a nothing ball by, was it Thornton? Thornton with the Hanscom dismissal, outside off, nothing ball. Hanscom absolutely nicked it to slip, and then Scott was. They were tired. They were tired deliveries. They were nothing. They're just outside off, short and wide. Mind you, they were there to be hit. They were there to be hit, but you just don't risk it. Why would you do that? So what do Victoria need? Well, we've taken the scoreboard. They need another 60. So that's probably irrelevant there, Jamar. They need another 60, hence why I've taken the scoreboard down. But if for some reason O'Neill goes absolutely mental, we will bring the scoreboard back when they're down to needing 20 or 10 or something. But at this point in time, the scoreboard is not required. Yeah, just need to survive it. With 3 overs left as well. 3 overs. But again, this pitch has been. I think this has been a good pitch. I think this has been a really good pitch. Because they could have made it an absolute hard flat wicket, and we wouldn't have got a result. So the ground, whoever's the groundsman for this, he might need to be transferred to the MCG. he might need to be transferred to the MCG because this is a very good pitch. Yep, there was grass on there early, a lot of grass, but it was raining. There had to be. You could not make a rock hard pitch because there wouldn't have been a result. So that was very good by the curators of this, whoever. It could be the same curator. It could be the same curator. Well, but whoever the curator is, he's done extremely well this game and not preparing a hard road wicket. He's given a green top that's flattened out. And it's turned into a fair pitch. You know, you get your eye in, there's runs, but you lose concentration, you'll get wickets, like we saw with Harris and Hanscom. So I think it's an even pitch. Good for batting, good for bowling. You pitch it up, you get wickets. Get it wrong, you will concede boundaries. As we've been talking, bowling still surviving. 61 to win. Nice solid defence there by Scott Boland. Carey's gone back. Scott Boland is no danger of batting out of his crease. I'd like to see O'Neill. If there's a bowler in this team that you could go after, besides Menenti and McSweeney, Thornton would be the one to go after because he's a quicker bowler. He's a skiddier bowler, so you might clear the boundary. You have a better chance of clearing the boundary. You focus on, well, if he gets that 50, there's going to be a lot of abuse from this stream. It'd be the biggest bottle job in history, in sporting history. Oh, beats the bat. And the Redbacks are known for bottling, but not this big. Not this team. Not with Ryan Harris. I think he's had a bad season, Ryan Harris. We're probably going to win the Shield. One Day Cup was awful. We were never in that. That's a bit disappointing. We had to win. We had to win our last 3 games to make the final. We had to beat New South Wales, Queensland. And it was a see what happens in the Victoria match. 4 runs to O'Neill. There's an LBW shout, but that is down the leg side, so O'Neill picks up 4 runs. In fact, he doesn't. It's leg byes. Huge shout there, but I was never South Australia. They're not happy with it, but it was way down leg for me. Not even close. 57 to win. Let's see the replay. Nah, that's way down. Come on, guys. Oh, that's bad keeping by Carey. Come on, Ferguson O'Neill doesn't even go across, so he's adjacent to the stumps and he's outside the line. So he's outside the batting line. No chance. Carey just lets that go for 4. That's 4. So yeah. Yeah, that's sliding there. It's not even close. That's bad that's bad by Alex Carey. I'm really glad there's not 10 runs to go because he just left that ball. This shows you how locked in they are, mate. They just want this wicket. So the field goes back. I'd just like to see O'Neill hit out here. Just go for it. If he picks up 15 from the over, so be it. Just a little defence. We've gone to a stage where it's just a nothing pattern, isn't there? There's just... So all the South Australian friends and family have gathered there. I wish this game wasn't close to gather round. I would have went to this game in Melbourne. So it was either one or the other. It was either one or the other. Well, actually, it wasn't one or the other because when the ticket sales came out, as I said, South Australia's start to this season was dismal. They actually lost to Victoria early in the season. It was dismal. They lost their first 3 ODI Marsh Cup games or one-day cup games. But then it's all over! Thornton wins! So Thornton bowls O'Neill. South Australia win the Shield. Back-to-back Shield. Ollie Pope going absolutely insane. He's done nothing all series. I don't know why you're even there, mate. They dropped you twice in 2 finals. That sums you up. Oh, we're going to check the no ball here. We're going to check the no ball. Oh. No, that's fine. Oh, is it? Oh, Thornton's not. I'm not sure. I think that's fine. I'm going to start celebrating stuff. I think that's fine. I think it's fine. Thornton's still not sure, mate. You can celebrate Thornton. You've done it, mate. South Australia have won the Shield from absolutely nowhere. From nowhere. They lost their first 3 games. They had to win. They had to win their last 3 games to win to even be in the final. They had to beat Queensland. They had to beat New South Wales, who were above them, and a wait and see with Victoria. Then Queensland lost the last game, but South Australia back-to-back Shields. First time they've done that in 100 years. So it's taken them 31 years to win the first one, and then they've gone bang, bang, from nowhere. I gave up on this season. I gave up on this season. And it looks like the man of the match will be Alex Carey. You know, mate, he can take all 6 of those stumps as far as I'm concerned. He can take all 6 of those stumps. The bails, the stumps, the pitch, everything. Oh, wow. Why is Mackenzie Harvey got a stump? It's a terrible game. Well, as long as McAndrew and Scott have got a stump, that's all right. I love the reaction of Thornton's face. He just wasn't sure with the no ball. He looks at the umpire and he was thinking, oh my God. Oh, what a mess for Victoria. 139 all out. Oh, it was good, brave bowling by South Australia. They pitched it up all game. All game. Yep, they got whacked a few times. That was very brave. McAndrew, Scott, Thornton, all with 3 wickets. 3 wickets each. And Jordan, don't forget Buckingham, he kicked a wicket. So the play of the session highlights. So the stream only went for an hour, yet there was 40 runs. So there's the proof right there that there was runs to be made, and there was, but you stay in the right areas for long enough, you'll get wickets. That for me is a fair pitch. That's not a bowling pitch. It's a fair pitch. So maybe if Harris and Hanscom were there, maybe they would have won this game because there were enough runs in the pitch. Oh, unbelievable. Back to back from nowhere. Just had to look at their first 3 games. Their first 3 games of the season. They lost to Victoria. They lost to Victoria at home, and then they lost to Queensland at home. I went to that game. I went to both those games. And then WA, they weren't that good against WA. WA played for a draw. Death taxes and drawed games against WA go hand in hand. But they had not a good. I gave up. I gave up on the season. Then they had the One Day Cup, and they were virtually eliminated in the first 3 games. And I thought one-hit wonders. So they've won the Shield. That's the only thing that matters for me. I would have liked it. I would have loved it if they backed it up in the One Day Cup. At least made the final. That's a bit disappointing. At least not making a final. You are the defending champions, and not to make a final, disappointing. But this has been absolutely outstanding, especially our batting. I told you attack bowled well with a big chance. Yeah, if you attack bowled well, they did bowl well. Our attack has been well all year, to be honest. It's our batting that's been the problem. And we've done this without the test bowler Doggett. We've done this without Doggett. So we had to win our last 3 or 2 in a wait and see with Victoria. And we've done it without Doggett. Especially our batting hasn't been great in recent weeks. So, but for me, has the best team won it? Has the best team won it? So the best team all season? No. I don't think the best team's won. That's Victoria. You know, they were miles ahead of everyone else. This is a bit like the 2017 grand final. Adelaide were on top for so many weeks, and then they've blown their lines against Richmond. This is like that. Victoria were the best team all season. And South Australia just came from nowhere, like Richmond did. They came from nowhere. Incidentally, that year Adelaide actually belted Richmond in the regular season, like Victoria did to South Australia. So it's just remarkable. It's just from nowhere. Early in the season, like in October when Victoria won at Adelaide Oval, and then they drew the game in a couple of weeks ago. So that's a lot of similarities with that 2017 AFL Grand Final. Yeah, since the New South, we've had no Doggett. We've just see, and in that draw, I know it was a drawn game. It was a drawn game 2 weeks ago, but Victoria matched South Australia's batting. Like, even in that game, I thought Victoria were the better team. I know it was a draw. They shut up shop early. Both teams shake hands, but I thought in that game, Victoria were the better team. Because South Australia, for once, made a decent score. Now, at that time, they didn't realise Queensland would shit the bed against Tasmania. But South Australia, for once, made a decent score. They made 300, but Victoria matched that. And I looked at that game and I thought, you know what, geez, this team can bat. This Victorian team, they can bat. And then we shook hands, or early day 4, we shook hands. So for me, Victoria were the best team all year. So this is just the 2017 AFL season repeating itself. Richmond came from nowhere. The Redbacks came from nowhere. Adelaide were the best team. Victoria were the best team. They've bottled it on grand final day. Very strange. Usually I would end the stream, but we might as well stay. You might as well stay for the presentation. It's difficult. It's very difficult, Victoria, because what's the reflecting on? Because half their team goes to the county. Henson's going to the county. Harris is going to the county. I think Peaky's got a contract in the county. Todd Murphy's going to go to the county. So half the team's going to the county. So Oh, there's good old Kepler Vessels. Match referee. So what do Victoria do to reflect this moment? I swear to God, if I see one tweet from Travis Head, I'm gonna lose my absolute shit. This is now twice, mate. You could have been a part of this. And South Australia, so they had their trophy presentation back in December. They had like a little trophy. So fuck me, even they probably gave up on their season. So there's a presentation for Liam Scott. So that's for Sheffield Shield Player of the Year. So that's not for Man of the Match. That's actually Sheffield Shield Player of the Year. So they've decided to give the awards out in the final. So yeah, that's well deserved by Liam Scott. And the Player of the Match. Oh, they have gave it to Nathan McAndrew. Oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. Oh. Look, it's not a bad decision. He scored 60. He scored 8. He took 8 wickets, but if Kerry doesn't make half the runs he made, we don't win. He's a man of few words, McAndrew. For a big guy, he's a pretty timid guy when it comes to speech. So this might be a short speech. Or short answers here. Oh, Ratio called it. He's a man of few words, McAndrew. Yeah, it's not a bad decision, but Kerry doesn't make half those runs, we don't win. It's good for this guys. I know a few of these players. I've played cricket with some of these players. The South Australians, not the Victorians. It's a nice speech there by Adam Sutherland. Desi Freeman's been caught. Breaking news. Of course he has. He's had a mental breakdown after Victoria bottling it. If McAndrew made a duck, Kerry wouldn't have made all his runs. Yeah, maybe, yeah. But then again, Kerry's a guy that can hit 20 off and over pretty easily. I reckon his energy was huge too. This is a nice humbled speech here by Adam Sutherland. Will Sutherland. But has he actually been caught, or are we just having a laugh here? Is he actually been caught? Because that is impeccable. Fuck, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Impeccable timing. That is hell of a timing. But I don't think Desi was from Victoria. I think he was New South Wales, wasn't he? Got smoked. Oh, he's dead. Oh, fuck. Okay. Dead. Yeah, I think that was the only way you're going to find him. That's egg on the face. For how a cop killer can survive all that time. That's extraordinary. That's egg on their face. Someone's helped him. Somebody's helped him. I'm telling you, someone's helped him. Maximilian's in the stream. Max, a million. Maximilian. Back to back. Yep. We're not one-hit wonders. 30 years we've waited for the first one. And we've gone back to back from absolutely nowhere. And that was a good speech by Will Sutherland. That was a nice speech. No, he was never going to be taken alive, that guy. Not a chance. I think you could have offered him fucking millions of dollars to leave the country peacefully, and I don't think that was going to happen. But we did. But he's been caught. He's been caught. Ryan Harris for PM. South Australian man, Ryan Harris. I played Prem cricket with Ryan Harris. Not on the same team, but because when he was playing for South Australia, he actually moved to Queensland. And I was a young kid back then. Played against Lehman, Jake, Travis Head when he was in his tea tree gully days. Jake Lehman for Rest Torrens. Never got to play against Alex Carey because Alex Carey went a different park. He came from the GWS Academy. So I never got to play with him. But players like McAndrew, McSweeney, I never got to play with because that's past my time. And they were in different states. So same with Menensi and Mackenzie Harvey. Never played with Lloyd Pope. That was before my time. Or against Lloyd Pope. Remember, I'm 33. I'm not 25. So there's really only 3 South Australians in this team. Mackenzie Harvey, Henry Hunt, and who's the other one? Carey, Henry Hunt, and Mackenzie Harvey. Don't think Lloyd Pope. I played indoor cricket against him. There you go. So Henry Hunt? I've played against Henry Hunt. Played against a couple of games for Henry Hunt. But these new guys like Sanger, McAndrew, McSweeney, they were in different states and way before I was well gone. I was well washed, Max Aurelian, when I left Prem cricket. This was how old am I now? 33. This was like 10 years ago. So played a lot against Chad Sayers. When Chad Sayers was playing for Woodville. What an annoying little bowler he was. Only bowled 120 Ks, 120, 125 Ks, like me. It's strange playing that kind of pace. Very good. Very good for Woodville. Yeah, very good. Fucking hell, even Jake Payson McGurk gets a fucking medal. They all do, don't they? It's not like the AFL. If you play a certain amount of games, you will get a medal, which is nice. Which is nice. Presuming Lloyd Pope will get one. Fucking Popey. No, Lloyd Pope didn't get one. So why did Fraser McGurk get one? Maybe because of 12th man. Maybe 12th man. Fair enough. And there is the Shield. When I went to the Shield final last year, they actually did it in the stand. They actually did it in the Carlton Walton Oval stand. And they had Reece Nugget come out for that. Just amazing what Ryan Harris has done. Could have won it inside of 3 days if wasn't it? Yeah. It's a very good point. See, and that goes back to the pitch. Whoever did this pitch whoever was the curator of this pitch was fantastic. Because he knew there was weather around. If you made a hard flat pitch, you would have got a draw. And that's not a way to win a Shield for me. I've been a part of that once when Victoria played South Australia, and I think they made 600 in the first innings or second innings or something back 15 years ago. It's not a good feeling. So kudos to him. He knew there'd be rain around. He kept the pitch green. The grass died off, but it became a fair pitch. It became a pitch where you just had to. There was risk versus reward. So if you stayed in the right areas, you're gonna get edges. You're gonna get seam movement. But if you overpitched, you're gonna get punished, and we saw that. 40 runs were scored in that session. So it just goes to show you it was a fair, even pitch. So whoever the curator is for this pitch, we need to take him to the MCG. Because I can guarantee you, it's not the same curator. It's impossible. I'm happy to be wrong. It's not the same curator that did the MCG that's done this pitch. No chance. I'd love to know who it is. Like Les Burdett, so the best in cricket. Well, the cricket season has officially finished, despite the AFL. Fuck the AFL. The cricket season for me does not finish until the Shield season finishes. It was a great pitch. It was a very good pitch. Very good curator. That is it. Yeah. Look, the best team did not win it. Well, I'm talking about the best team all season. Like I said, this is like the Richmond-Adelaide 2017 season. Richmond came from nowhere and Adelaide spoilt it. The Redbacks came from nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. I gave up. I gave up on the season. I feel for Doggett as well. I feel for Doggett because he got injured. So, but like I said, I do not want to hear a single thing from Travis Head Because last year when we made the final, Travis Head made a tweet. So he came out on the news and said he's disappointed he couldn't be in that final. Well, mate, this was your chance, and you've gone off to IPL. Alex Carey could have taken PSL or IPL offers. He decided to stick around. So I'm a little bit pissed off with Travis Head at this point in time, but I don't care. We have back-to-back shields. You picked at the right time there. That's all that matters here. Picked up, did the Richmond. We did the Richmond. Hallelujah. But that will be the end of the stream. But before we do, no more cricket. That is it. There's no more cricket stream. So it's just nothing but the Geelong zone now. There'll be no more watch-alongs until October when the Shield starts. We might do a couple of watch-alongs for the Test series against Bangladesh, but I don't expect that to go very long anyway. Unless we make a completely flat top pitch, and if we do, I'm sure the bowlers are going to complain about that. So I think that will be it for the cricket streams until October. Nothing but the Geelong. Now, yeah, congratulations, South Australia champions. Well, I do have my round 3 review tonight at 6 o'clock. Preview all the games that were played this week. Some shocking results. My tipping was garbage. I got 1. No, that's not a joke. I got 1. Who did I pick? I picked Port. I actually picked the Crows. Sorry. I picked St Kilda. So I picked Port, St Kilda, Crows, GWS, and they all lost. I got 1. Which one did I get right? And I picked Carlton. I don't think I got I think I got 0. I got 0. Oh, Hawthorn, and no. Who played Friday? No, I did not. I did not get a single tip because I picked St Kilda over Brisbane. I did not get a single fucking tip. That's round 4. Sorry, round 3. Oh, St Kilda, Brisbane. That was the yeah. I got 1. That was North Melbourne. North Melbourne. Well, hallelujah. North Melbourne finally came through. That was the only one I got right. Was North Melbourne against Essendon. That's the only one. Wow, what a stinker I had. I thought the Geelong Crows was 50-50. I thought GWS could beat Collingwood. Wasn't convinced. I thought if St Kilda were any chance to make finals, if they're the team they say they were, they should beat a depleted Brisbane. They didn't. Carlton had an absolute shocking game against Melbourne. Or should I say a shocking half against Melbourne. And Port shit the bed against West Coast. He got West Coast wrong, yeah. Oh, Butters is gone. That's the game that's going to make Butters go, isn't it? Butters is now gone. He's made his decision. He might as well come out and say that. It's only if he's going to go to Footscray or Geelong. But, yeah, not a good week for the tips. But that doesn't matter because Richmond... Oh, no, Freo. So, Freo, I've got 2. So, yeah, Freo. Freo and North Melbourne. 4 teams. Fuck me, I don't think I'll pick Essendon ever. Yeah, I'll probably pick Essendon in no games this year. Do they play West Coast at Melbourne? And even then, I'll probably pick West Coast. So yeah, 2. Freo over Richmond and North over Essendon. So yeah, not a good week. I thought all the other games were 50-50. But anyway, they will be on 6 o'clock. I'll do that by myself. And congratulations to South Australia winning the Sheffield Shield back-to-back. Would have liked the One Day Cup to not even make the final. That's very disappointing. But the Shield is the only thing that matters. We're not one-hit wonders. We might be one-hit wonders in the One Day Cup, but not the Sheffield Shield. 100 years. It's 100 years since we've gone back-to-back. And that's very impressive. And we could honestly do it again. We could go for the three-peat. We have the squad. We have the squad. I think Victoria would be very disappointed being the best team all season. And they bet South Australia, well, they're undefeated against South Australia in this season. They won and drew. So, and in that short game, they were the better team. So they'd be very disappointed with that. Very, but I don't know how they're going to reflect on it because half of their players are going to go play county. So, is what it is, isn't it? But anyway, I am milking this out a little bit now. I'm trying to extend. There's 30 minutes until, there's 10 minutes until that, an hour and a half. I won't get to that. But we'll just wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining. South Australia are champions. Back-to-back after waiting 30 years for their last one. We've gone back-to-back. Congratulations, South Australia. I'm very happy today. That has made my week, and it's only Monday. Is it Monday? It is only Monday. So thank you so much. Check out my stream early on today at 6 o'clock. We go back to AFL. We're going to go back to AFL probably for the rest of the year. No more cricket stuff. Unless there's some breaking news or whatnot, whatever. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. It's been a hell of a frustrating year, but we've came on top. Goodbye for now.